What up, everyone? This is Mr. Lord, Dr. Professor, Dark Joker, with another edition of When, Where, Pick, and Dare, where I pick games for the various games that are occurring tomorrow. Whether it's football, baseball, basketball, basically whatever games I want to pick, I will pick them. With all that being said, on with the video. College women's basketball.
Oklahoma Sooners versus Georgia Bulldogs. Oklahoma has a 73% chance to win. Georgia has a 27% chance to win. This is at Georgia. So Oklahoma's 11 nation, 19-6 record. Georgia's 24 nation, 20-6 record. This is for stats. Oklahoma is more points per game, points against, slightly higher field goal percentage, more rebounds per game, assists per game, blocks per game, and steals per game. That's what the big differences here are: points per game and rebounds per game. For points per game, it's a 12.0 difference in favor of Oklahoma, and for rebounds per game, it's a 10.2 difference in favor of Oklahoma. So despite the home field advantage that Georgia has, I think with the points difference and rebounds difference, I think Oklahoma will beat Georgia tomorrow. South Carolina Gamecocks versus Alabama Crimson Tide. South Carolina has a 90.1% chance to win. Bama has a 9.8% chance to win. This is at Bama. So South Carolina is 3 in nation, 25-2 record. Bama is 25 nation, 20-6 record. For stats, South Carolina has more points per game. Bama has more points against. South Carolina has a higher field goal percentage and has more rebounds per game, assists per game, blocks per game, and steals per game. The only stat that's a big difference is points per game. It's a 16.5 difference in favor of South Carolina. So despite the home field advantage that Alabama might have, I mean it's a non-football sport, so I mean in football, like home field advantage is not as big for Alabama in sports that are not football compared to like football. I mean that's just a fact. I mean unfortunately that's a thing that happens at some schools. But regardless of that, with that points difference, I think South Carolina will beat Alabama tomorrow. LSU Tigers versus Ole Miss Rebels. LSU has a 79.8% chance to win, and Ole Miss has a 20.2% chance to win. This is at Ole Miss, so LSU 7 nation, 22-4 record. Ole Miss is 17 nation, 21-6 record. For stats, LSU is more points per game. Points against is even. LSU is a higher field goal percentage and has more rebounds per game, assists per game, slightly more blocks per game, and has more steals per game. The only stat that's really a big difference is points per game. It's a 18.2 difference in favor of LSU. The other stats are pretty close. So I think, despite the home field advantage that Ole Miss has, I think with the points per game difference, I think LSU will beat Ole Miss tomorrow.
NBA.
Detroit Pistons versus New York Knicks. The Pistons have a 42.9% chance to win, and the Pistons have a 57.1% chance to win. This is at New York. For injuries, for the Pistons, Duran and Stewart are out. Now they're out on suspension. And for the Knicks, Anunoby is a game time decision, and McBride is out. For stats, Knicks have slightly more points per game, and they have more points against. Pistons have a slightly higher field goal percentage. Knicks have slightly more rebounds per game, assists per game. Pistons have more blocks per game and steals per game. These stats are pretty close, so I think home field advantage is going to be a big thing here. So I think the Knicks will beat the Pistons tomorrow. Suns versus San Antonio Spurs. The Suns have a 32.1% chance to win, and the Spurs have a 67.9% chance to win. This is at San Antonio. For injuries for the Suns, Anthony and Brooks are out. I mean, Anthony's out for a non-injury related reason, and Brooks is suspended. For the Spurs, Plumlee's out for a non-injury reason. Waters the third's out, and Jones Garcia's out for the season. For stats, Spurs have more points per game, slightly more points against, higher field goal percentage, more rebounds per game, assists per game, blocks per game, and Suns have more steals per game. These stats are pretty close, so I think home field advantage is going to be a big thing here. So I think the Spurs will beat the Suns tomorrow. Boston Celtics versus Golden State Warriors. The Celtics have a 61.5% chance to win, and the Warriors have a 38.5% chance to win. This is at Golden State. For injuries, for the Celtics, Tatum's out. The Warriors, Porzingis, Richard, and Cryer are game time decisions, and Curry are out. For stats, Warriors have slightly more points per game, more points against. Celtics have a slightly higher field goal percentage and have more rebounds per game. Warriors have more assists per game. Celtics have slightly more blocks per game. Warriors have more steals per game. These stats are pretty close. Now, home field advantage will help here because especially with the Warriors do have truly having good surrounding cast, but with Curry being out and the Porzingis injury, that's going to be a big thing. And with all the injuries for the Warriors, it's not really good. So yeah, and with Butler being out for the season, so yeah, I think with the injury concerns, I think the Celtics will beat the Warriors tomorrow.
And that's it for picks. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening to my picks. Do you agree with them? Do you not? If you have different picks, you can put them in the comments. But other than that, please like, subscribe, and all that. Thank you for listening, and look forward to the next video.